Welcome to the Cigar O'Clock Show from the Hideout Cigar Shop and Lounge in Aston, Pennsylvania. Today I have two special guests, Consuelo Gomez, Humberto Gonzalez from Amos de Santiago Cigars. When we come back, we'll get into an introduction. We'll talk about a few things. All right? Thank you. Don't forget to support the Hideout Cigar Shop and Lounge, 3344 Market Street, Aston, Pennsylvania. We have a great selection of cigars, a wonderful lounge, and a beautiful outside deck. So when you get a chance, come on down, pick out your cigar, put your feet up, and relax in the lounge. Hideout Cigar Shop and Lounge, 3344 Market Street, Aston, Pennsylvania. Welcome back to the Cigar O'Clock Show. Consuelo, how did you get started in cigars?
Okay, when I was a little girl, my father grew tobacco in the Dominican Republic. So
he had a farm and he sold tobacco to blenders, yes, and whatnot.
In 1995, went to open school, and I went to the factory, learned everything I can. In 2005, I come to the United States and worked for Cigar for 4 years and taking more experience. In 2010, I opened my own company. I started making blends, distribution, and everything.
And that was Amos de Santiago Cigar.
And this is Amos de Santiago Cigar.
All right. All right. And we'll come right back. We'll ask Humberto how he got started in cigars. Welcome back to the Cigar Clock Show. Humberto, how did you get started in the cigar industry?
I started back in 1996. I answered a small ad in New York City. I was living in the Bronx at the time, and it was an ad to sell cigars by telephone for mail order.
Was that challenging?
It was. No, well, I don't know. I kind of blended in pretty well.
Good.
I answered this ad, and I got the job right away for Famous Smoke Shop, one of the largest mail order companies in the country at this point. And I've been with them ever since. Learned all the ropes, met all the people, got to visit all the factories, got to enjoy myself, got to learn the processes, and it's been just a really wild ride, and I've really been enjoying it. I partnered with her about 4 years ago, and she came to Famous Smoke Shop. She showed us her blends. I was very impressed. I took them in, and we became friends and started helping her out with her business ever since, and we've been doing very well.
Very good, very good. Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk about the blends in the line of Amos de Santiago cigars. Back to the Cigar Clock Show. Okay, we're going to talk about the different lines of Amos de Santiago, and we're going to talk about the one we're smoking right now, which is the Amos de Santiago Triple Wrap, which has a Connecticut, Candela, and Dark Corojo wrapper, barber pulp. Consuelo?
I would say the cigar is medium for me, and have, like we said, like 3 different wrappers. And this cigar is one for my popular sales.
Yes, it's very, very good. It's very complex because you get the flavors of all 3 wrappers as well as the binder and the filler, and it has a nice creamy smoke on the palate.
We like to dub this as 3 cigars in one. And that's exactly what it is. It's got a very complex type of taste to it. It's not mild nor full. It actually is kind of right down the middle. It fits anybody's palate. And it's something that most people kind of appreciate by its look, but then when they taste it, they're like, wow, this is really something special.
And it does have a great look. The wrapper, all 3 of them are tightly put together, minimal veins, well constructed, and a triple cap. When we come back, we'll get into the other lines. Welcome back. We're going to talk about the other blends of Amos de Santiago. I believe you have a Corojo blend,
yes,
a Maduro blend, a Connecticut blend, and you're working on something right now as well.
Yes, I'm working something Bass Press Maduro. They will be full body, and they will be available in November.
Okay,
The
and
name is John, the name from my father.
not me. That's her dad.
They will be good.
Okay, and the other lines, the
entire lineup is we have a Connecticut, a Corojo, a Maduro, and the triple wrap. We also have a box pressed Habano called the John number 2, which actually she's actually putting a Maduro wrap on very soon. We have a Carnata, which is a fish-shaped cigar, which is very, very special. I'd love to kind of feature that in a future
Fish shape, just so you know, it's a figurado, but it does have a little eye on it, so it looks like a fish.
Correct. And we also have Petite Coronas, which come in bundles of 20 called Amorcitos. They come in a Connecticut, Corojo, Maduro, and a double barbacoa, a Connecticut and Corojo barbacoa.
All right.
Fantastic little smoke.
Outstanding. Well, when we come back, we'll talk about the factory and the production. Okay, welcome back to the Cigar Clock Show. Consuelo, tell us about your factory and how you, as a woman in this industry, built your own factory.
Yes. I'm starting my company, my factory with nothing. I would be honest with you. I bought everything for my first order because I don't have nothing, and I'm working very hard to buy everything I need.
So you built this from the ground up to where it's
Yes.
at now.
Yes.
All right. And the factory is where?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican
Tamboril.
Republic. Okay.
I'd like to add, she's very humble, but I think it's fair to note that Consuelo, as far as I know, is the only woman in this industry that has actually built her business from the ground up without any outside interference whatsoever. I don't believe that, I believe that's true. I don't believe there's any other woman that has done that. She started her own factory, she started her own distribution, she blended her own cigars. She's basically a one-woman band, and she never really had a partner until I came into the picture. And I think to her credit, she's done a phenomenal job as a blender. She's very much one of the most talented blenders I've ever met, and she really is an unsung hero.
We're going to continue on that topic. You are, I know, I happen to be fortunate enough to have known you for a little while, and you are a very determined person. You have a great personality, but you're very passionate about what you do.
Yes, I
And,
really love
and I think one of the top things that's really nice about when you sell your cigars, you like to be there in person. You like to meet who you're dealing with.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, she doesn't have cigar reps. She did for a little bit.
Hello, all my customers.
And it's all her customers. She loves every one of
I
them.
have to say,
We're
Jim
working on
Corning,
cigar
hi.
reps, actually.
Okay, that's nice to know.
We're working on a plan.
All right, that's good. That's good. Well, cigars are something that you can have a passion about. You can enjoy them, but the passion that Consuelo shows is tremendous. She'll come out to your shop. She'll sit down. She'll explain everything to you.
Do events.
Do events. She'll tell you how everything's made, how it's blended, and everything else. And
She'll even roll cigars for you if you let her.
absolutely, she will. That is fabulous. That is fabulous. And the factory again is in the Dominican Republic.
In Tamboril.
What she said.
Tamboril.
There you go. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk about a couple other things and maybe wrap up the show. Hey, welcome back. What kind of... We know that you roll cigars. So you do rolling events, or are there other events that you do?
Yes, we do privacy events, we do weddings.
Okay.
Yeah, we promote our product whenever we open up an account. We'll set terms and agreements to do promotional events so that way people are familiar with the brand, familiar with the brand owners, and get to kind of be intimate with us to know what we're about and what we do and how we do it, and to get to taste our cigars. We also do private events. We do corporate events. There's a lot of golf courses in the area that actually hire us to do tournaments and stuff like that. We'll do weddings. We work with several wedding planners that put us on the map. You know, we get repeat business all the time. We love doing these things. We love entertaining people. We love showing people, you know, how to smoke a cigar, how to light a cigar, how to enjoy the craft.
Full customer service experience right there. All right, we'll be right back. To finish up on the events, one thing, I'm going to tell a little story. I was with Consuelo at an event probably 8 years ago, and she let me roll a cigar. I still have it in my humidor.
Really?
I haven't smoked it yet.
Wow, I want
So,
to try.
yeah, that ought to be good because it's well aged. That's for sure. That's for sure. Okay. Is there anything else that you want to tell us about your line?
I think it's fair to say that, I mean, we're still a growing business. We have a fair amount of shops, especially in the area, and we want to come out and reach out to people that we've missed, people that maybe that we haven't seen for a while, and we want to reestablish our relationship with people. The product that we're making these days is tremendously better than it used to be. We have access to better tobacco. We have access, we have people managing the factory that are doing a fantastic job, and we really would love to see our cigars in the hands of your customers. If you want, just reach out to us, and we would be happy to talk to you.
All right. We'll be right back. All right. Welcome back to the Cigar Clock Show. I would like to thank Consuelo and Humberto
Thank you.
for coming on the show and telling us about the wonderful Amos de Santiago line, about their different cigars, especially the triple wrap, and the new line that's coming out, which will have a San Andreas Maduro wrapper, which would be the John number 2 version. And we look forward to hopefully maybe the Hideout Cigar Shop will be carrying your brand in the very near future.
We'll be more than happy to talk.
That would be fabulous, and we could set up an event here as well. All right,
you.
that's it for today's show. Again, thank you.
Thank you. So
Thank
much.
you.
Don't forget the cojones.
And don't forget the cojones.
Smoking and you got it.
Smoke like you got a pair.
All right, this is your host, John Marshall, and that's the end of today's episode. And remember, it's always Cigar Clock.